Good morning. Welcome to Swan Lake Spiritual. We're going to do things a little bit different today. I'm trying to take a video from overhead, and hopefully you can just see the cards as I'm pulling them and reading them, and we won't necessarily have to worry about so much of me and my face. I've noticed a few other people doing their readings this way. First, we're going to start with a Law of Attraction card from Esther and Jerry Hicks. I just want to grab the theme for the quality of our thoughts that will help us the most at this time. So these cards are helpful to understand where our thoughts are and what we need to do to maintain, get in control of, master, or change our thoughts. Our thoughts are energy. Our thoughts create the things that we see in reality. So we need to master them. We need to be in control of them. We need to be aware of them. So what is it for the collective conscious, this reading today on April 20th for the collective energy? What is it that we need to know with regards to our thoughts right now? So this one, in seeking, this is a good one. I can deliberately reach. I don't know where this is. I can't see. I apologize. This is trial and error. Bear with me. I can deliberately reach for joyous thoughts. In seeking and finding joy, not only do you find perfect alignment with your inner being and who you really are, but you also find vibrational alignment with all things that you desire. When joy is really important to you, you will not allow yourself to focus upon things that do not feel good. And the result of thinking only thoughts that feel good will then cause you to create a wonderful life filled with the things you desire. And this is funny because this morning, one of the things that I noticed is my thoughts aren't always joyous. I do joyous actions. I give presents for someone's birthday. I give clothes that no longer fit us that are gently worn and useful to another person. I'm very generous with giving, but there's still something in me that's like, why aren't they acknowledging receipt of that gift? Why aren't they thanking me for that gift? Even though I'm not giving to receive a thanks, I'm giving out of the joy of my heart. The thoughts that the thoughts that follow the act of giving are what are not joyous for me. And so what I need to do is I need to get out of my mind and I need to focus on a joyous thought, right? I love giving. I love the feeling of knowing that the person that received my gift is brought joy, right? And so for me, it's the giving, the act of giving. And so for reaching for the joyous thought, it's not focusing on why didn't they acknowledge it? Why didn't they call me? Why don't they invite me? Why don't they give to me? Those are not joyous thoughts. My joyous thought is, it feels so good to give, no strings attached. And that's it. That's all I need to do. It feels so good to give. I'm so grateful that I'm generous. I'm so proud of myself for giving. And the more I give, the more I see the blessings return to me in many different ways. It doesn't always come from the person that I gave to. Today, we are going to do the Goddess Power deck. And we're going to do a 4-card spread. We are going to do the full moon illuminating spread. Now, we had the full moon last week, but what this spread will help us with, it's going to tell us what theme needs to be illuminated for me to manifest my highest good. What do I need to release in order to move forward? What lesson am I harvesting now so I can move through it to attract my highest good? And what opportunities next await me? So we're going to pull those 4 cards, and it's going to be a full moon illuminating spread. So it's going to give us some clarity about our current situation, about some of the opportunities, blessings, lessons, things that we need to be aware of. We're going to shine a light on the areas where we might still be a little bit in denial, or we may not be fully accepting parts of ourselves yet. So the first one is, what theme needs to be illuminated for me to manifest my highest good? The future. And when she comes up, Skuld, the goddess of the future, when she arrives, the theme that needs to be manifested is that the future is unwritten. It's anything that you want it to be. You are a beautiful co-creator goddess in partnership with the other goddesses and the universe to create the future that you want. But this card also cautions us to not spend too much time in the future, dreaming of the future, waiting for the future, because our power lies in the present. Our power lies in being mindful, being aware, using our senses to be fully present to what is happening now. The future arrives without us doing anything, but the magic happens in the present moment, in the intentions we set, in the seeds we plant, and the way that we nurture and cultivate those. So the next card is, what do I need to release in order to move forward? Flow. So being in the flow is a wonderful state. That's when we're in sync. That's when we're in harmony. That's when everything just seems to magnetize and drop into our laps and come with us. Now, there's something here about us needing to release this to move forward. So is it our belief that we're not in the flow? Is it our belief that we're separate from the flow? Is it that we're not aware that every single thought, action, and emotion is part of that flow, and we simply need to surrender and stop resisting that what shows up for us? So when we say that the divine is showing us what we need to release in order to move forward, to cultivate this future that we're trying to create, what we need to release is the resistance. We need to get into flow. So when things pop up that feel uncomfortable, surrender to them, accept them as they are. Do not try to change them or do something differently. Go with the flow. What lesson am I harvesting so I can move through it to attract my highest good? And this one's the in-between. And when she's upside down like that, it's just about getting back into alignment with understanding that it's the destination. Nope, I always say this wrong. It's the journey, not the destination. So the in-between is about recognizing the journey. Don't be in a hurry to get there. You're here. And here is beautiful. You can see the beauty all around you when you stop to be present in the here and now. And right now you're in the middle of becoming. You're not quite who you're going to be, but you're not who you were. And so you're in between. And that's very uncomfortable. That's very hard for people to just be, because we don't know what's coming. There's no clarity. There's uncertainty in all sorts of directions or areas in our life. And it's hard to just accept the in-between. But trust me, the sooner you surrender to the flow of your life, the state that you're in, and accept the in-between, the sooner you will get there. The sooner you will get through it, the easier it will be to get through it, because you'll be appreciating the beauty of the journey. You'll be seeing the opportunities in the challenges. Now, what opportunities next await me? Knowledge. So this is about cultivating and using all of the information and knowledge from your experiences to transcend your limiting beliefs, to create new stories, using your knowledge to propel yourself further towards your goals, towards your dreams, towards who you're becoming. Now, I will go ahead and read the words from the book. It's going to be a bit of a longer reading, but sometimes there's something on there that hits just the right way for someone. So when we're talking about what theme needs to be illuminated for me to manifest my highest good, as you set your intentions for the life you desire, the Norse goddess Skuld comes to show you glimpses of your future. You experience these magical journey markers as flashes of insight and moments of inspiration, like an echo of something that exists in another dimension. It's fun when things turn out exactly as you predicted, but remember that the essence of your intention means more than its form. The goddess Skuld, who rules the destiny of gods and men, says, remaining true to the moment is your greatest power. Allowing the self to evolve as you go and discovering new things today sets the path for destiny to unfold. The power of the present and how you respond to life's potential is in the potent, fertile seed of the future. In order to claim the future, you must attend to the now. Even then, nothing is guaranteed and everything is infused with magic. Now we move into flow. What is creating resistance? What you need to release. Did you notice that when you're in alignment with the universe, everything in your life seems to flow? The Greek goddess Rhea, whose very name means flow and ease, comes to let you know that you're entering such a time. While the flow state is not permanent for most people, it's a beautiful feeling that allows you to lose yourself in the rhythm. It's as if you're traveling down a magic stream where ideas and insights pour through you from a vast source of information that is gifted to you. The way to ensure you remain in this beautiful energy as long as you can is to observe your life with relaxed attention.
listening to the guidance presented to you as you move forward without resistance, without restraint, and without fixed ideas. You can enter a flow state anytime you're willing to release your expectations. It requires trust, and the goddess Rhea ensures your boat will never capsize as you move from a slow stream to a rapid river. That rowboat has been coming up a few times in readings and various messages I've seen lately, and it's such a good, not anomaly, simile, metaphor. It's such a good example for life, the rowboat, and especially relationships. If you're the only one rowing the water out of the rowboat as it's sinking, and everyone else around you that is in that boat with you is putting their feet up, relaxing, laughing, or not doing their job, you need to get out of that boat. Or you need to get those people out of that boat, because you will capsize. But what Rhea is saying is that if you go with the flow, you won't capsize. If you recognize the changing conditions of your life and the waters, you'll be prepared to deal with that. Okay, let's move over to what lesson am I harvesting so I can move through it to my greatest good. And we have Hecate, the in-between, and she's, as I mentioned, in that alignment position. So this lesson is all about the in-between. There are times when you find yourself stuck in between worlds, unable to go back to the way things were, and afraid to move forward without knowing what you're facing. This indecision can be crippling, but you can't stay here forever in the in-between. The goddess Hecate offers you a sacred alignment task. Make a move. It doesn't matter if you stumble or fall. After all, you can always course correct. Bring love to the part of you that is afraid and that has lost faith. Remember, you are not alone, as the goddess Hecate will not abandon you in the dark, nor will you remain there for long. Consider, as you move forward through life, the sacred challenge of trusting the magic that makes this world and your part in it sing with meaning. Don't be afraid to step into the dark. The goddess Hecate will raise her torch and show you the way out. Sit with your dark feelings, your grief, your shame, your regret, your judgment. Sit with all those feelings and then love the heck out of them. Give yourself compassion and move on. And finally, our last card, which is what opportunities next await me. Of course, knowledge. Any lesson that we learn, any difficult situation, we gain the beauty of knowledge out of it. But what else do we gain, right? So this is the opportunity that awaits you right now. Athena, the Greek goddess of intellect and strategy, says knowledge is power. And you are in a perfect position to gain greater clarity at this time. Your hard work is paying off. And everything you have learned about life has brought you to this moment in time. Your knowledge, logical choices, and intentions are aligned with the divine will. Your intellect is keen, and your mind is clear. You know what you have to do. Right now, the world is making sense. You don't have to question or debate it. You can take things at face value. If you think it adds up, that's because it does. Have courage, my love. Your most precious dreams are within reach. The goddess Athena will help. And this owl came up for my client as well. And it's interesting because much of the messages that came through today, I felt are explicitly directly related to one particular person. Maybe a few in general, but one person particularly that this aligns with perfectly. So I hope she's seeing it. I hope she gets something additional out of this beyond the reading that we did together. And if you like what you saw and you want to see more, please hit that like and subscribe button. Please send this video to other people who you think might benefit. Follow along on my social media pages where I often post sales, specials, information about my services, information and education about spirituality and mediumship. And where I'm in general doing my work to uplift the collective conscious by empowering you to follow your own light and your own divine wisdom within you. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.